It has been a wonderful year of pledge in care scientific, of reverse blind and palsy to advance in carcinoma and sterility. A scholar in China inflicted the largest interfere in scientific for year while he declared to include done the planet's at first gene expression edited babies. The twin brother girls are seemingly wholesome. Embryos were manufactured via echo. Later Professor He Jiankui claims he changed the baby's DNA, this blueprint for house their bodies, to defend them of HIV. But no detailed information of the order include been published, so the claims include been purified in a dosage of skepticism. And the ad caused enormous ethics discussion on if the order should include been executed. Two groups of scientists include helping paralyzed human beings go once again by incentive their dorsal cords in power. A dorsal string trauma, such as via a car collapse or sport trauma, stops instructions of the marrow achieving the musculature, challenging palsy. The implants assist such loose signals achieve their purpose. The techniques stay pilot, but in one instance the patient is with the unit at household in her day-to-day lifetime. In the sum, down there is testimony of the corrupt nerves in the dorsal string start to grow. Judy Perkins's lifetime was stored by a innovative new treatment for her terminus chest carcinoma. She had pungball-sized tumors in her liver disease and second type of cancer through her flesh and was taking into account 3 months to dwell. Later doctors at the U.S. Domestic Carcinoma Institution tested and pilot residing narcotic. Judy's tumor was genetically analyzed to identification the uncommon changes how might do it apparent to the immunity framework. Out of the 62 gene abnormalities found, just 4 persons were capacity channel of assault. Following, researchers went hunt. A patient's immunity framework will already be offensive the tumor, it's fair loser the struggle among white's bloodstream cells and carcinoma. The scientists shielded her white's bloodstream cells and recovered such able of offensive the carcinoma. These were grown up in enormous quantities in the lab and on 90 trillion were injected behind in her. Some job in the box of carcinoma immune therapy won the Nobel Award for Medical the Year. For the at first period, a wholesome infant was unborn with a uterus grafted of a corpse man. Early attempts had unsuccessful and several mined it would be unfeasible. The mom, 32, was unborn out of a uterus due to Mayer-Rokitansky-Kusterhauser symptom. The funder had 3 family and dead of hemorrhage on the marrow. The order took location in São Paulo, Brazil. On 6 weeks after, she begun possessing periods. Following 7 months, fertilized eggs were implanted. Or, following irregular pregnant, a 6lb infant lady was brought by cesarean section chapter. Doctors include undertaken a main move to cure the largest overall shape of blind in the UK, year-related macular degeneracy. The sunspot is the portion of the eye how allows you to see direct front, if to recognize many faces, look TV or recite a volume. The sunspot is done up of rods and cones how feeling lighting and over such are a stratum of nutritional cells. While the supporting stratum fails, it causes macular degeneracy and blind. Scientists invented a way of house a stratum of supporting cells by increasing them in a residing patching fair one stratum of cells heavy. It was later subtly plugged in the behind of the site. A crew at the College of Edinburgh has grown up humane eggs in the lab for the at first period. Female are unborn in unripe eggs in their ovaries how can evolve completely just following sexual maturity. It has undertaken many decades of job but scientists can now increase eggs to adulthood external of the ovarian. It requires thoroughly controlled lab facility, consisting oxygen supply levels, hormones, protein food how imitate increase and the middle in that the eggs are cultivated. The method could conduct to new ways of preservation the fruitfulness of family possessing carcinoma treat. It as well provides an prospect to investigate how humane eggs evolve, lot of that remnant a secret to scientific. Scientists include undertaken a move to one of the largest goals in medical, a versatile bloodstream testing for carcinoma. A crew at Johns Hopkins College has trialed a technique how detects 8 overall forms of the illness. Tumors produce diminutive traces of their mutant DNA and protein food they do in the blood. The cancer-seq testing looks for mutations in 16 genes how routinely occur in carcinoma and 8 protein food how are frequently liberated. It was proven on 1,005 patients in type of cancer in the ovarian, liver disease, belly, pancreatic gland, esophagus, colon, lung or chest how had not yet distribution to some tissues. Common, the testing found 70% of the type of cancer. The site is an yearly testing intended to capture carcinoma previous and rescue lives. The vast significance of microbes on our public health continues to explored. The largest overall kind of carcinoma in family was attached on our contemporary microbe-free lives. Severe lymphoblastic leukemia affects 1 in 2,000 family. Professor Mel Greaves, of the Institution of Carcinoma Study, accumulated 30 years of testimony to show the immunity framework could be malignant if it did not view quite bugs previous in lifetime. The research is completely not on accusing parents for creature to hygiene. Quite, it shows down there is a cost creature pay for the advance we are manufacturing in community and medical in areas such as pure water supply. The length-term purpose is to offer family a secure cocktail party of bacteria, such as in a yogurt sip, how will assist both train their immunity framework. A machine learned to construe pictures of the behind of the eye did as so at diagnosing more than rather than 50 eye diseases as guideline expert. Thousands of scans were utilized to both train the car how to recite the scans. Later, synthetic intellect was corroded versus humans. Every was requested to offer a diagnostic in the cases of 1,000 patients whose clinic outcomes were already named. Doctors expect synthetic intellect could quickly act a main part in help to identification patients who requirement immediate treat. They expect it will as well bring intermittent